Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ursprung Gymnasium inside the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University, where the second half of the doubleheader of men's and women's basketball is set to get underway as the 8th-ranked Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jacket women's basketball team plays host to the Marietta College Pioneers. The Marietta Pioneers come in with an overall record of 12-6. They are 7-4 in Ohio Athletic Conference play and 5-3 away from the Van Johnson Arena down in Marietta. The Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets come in with a 17-1 overall record. They are 10-1 in Ohio Athletic Conference play, and they are a perfect 9-0 here at Ursprung Gymnasium. They're looking to make it 10-0. They have won 4 straight after dropping a contest at Ohio Northern 53-51 on January 11th. They have rattled off a 15-point win over Capital at home, a 21-point win over John Carroll at home, a 5-point win at Wilmington, and then a 10-point win at Heidelberg on Wednesday night. Marietta comes in having lost 2 of their last 3 games. They lost at Capital 55-47 on January 18th, and then they lost at Otterbein 65-60 on Wednesday night. Their lone win in this last 3 was actually against the Ohio Northern Polar Bears, 68-61 at home last Saturday. Starting it off for the Marietta Pioneers, in the front court, a 5'11 senior from Middlefield, Ohio, and Cardinal High School, number 3, Camille Cummings. Joining her in the backcourt, a 5'2 junior guard from Centerburg and Highland High School, number 22, Madison Cecil. At forward, a 5'10 junior from Powell, Olentangy Liberty High School, number 25, Kelly Levering. At guard, a 5'3 sophomore from Gosville, Ohio, and Federal Hocking High School, number 32, Paige Tolson. And at forward, a 5'11 junior from Marietta, number 34, Hannah Croft. Cole Vivian is the head coach of the Marietta Pioneers. She is in her 7th season with the program. Switching it over to the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets side of the ledger. Starting it off for the Yellow Jackets in the backcourt, a 5'4 sophomore guard from Pickerington and Pataskala Watkins Memorial High School, number 2, Emily Irwin. In the backcourt with her, a 5'5 senior from Sheffield Village and Elyria Catholic High School, number 10, Reagan Schill. On the wing, a 5'10 graduate student from Upper Sandusky, number 23, Megan Hensel. In the low post, a 5'11 sophomore forward from Perrysburg, number 24, Bella Valent. And in the front court, a 5'11 sophomore forward from Napoleon, number 25, Kaylee Ressler. The Yellow Jackets are led by Coach Sherry Hare, who is in her 33rd season with the program. She is assisted by Cody Hartzler, Steve Thompson, and graduate assistant Steve Oliver. The Pioneers will be in their blue uniforms with gray and white trim down the sides and gray numerals and lettering with white trim around both. The Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets in pink uniforms today, raising awareness for breast cancer awareness. Their numerals and lettering are in white, and they have white trim and a pink Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jacket logo on the shorts and down the sides of the jersey. Valent wins the tip to Irwin, over to Ressler, back to Irwin in the front court. She loses a handle on it, dives for it, and is immediately tied up. That was Paige Tolson getting down on the deck to tie up Emily Irwin. And that's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Tolson gets the ball on the right wing, working against Reagan Schill. It's poked away by Kaylee Ressler. She picks up the steal, goes up with the left hand, misses the layup, and it's rebounded by Cummings. Schill outlet it in the Croft. Croft working against Valent, goes up with the right-handed layup and gives the Marietta Pioneers a 2-0 lead. Irwin trying to answer for the Yellow Jackets, too strong on the left-handed layup. Valent trying to track down a rebound, and it is out of bounds off of the Pioneers. Apologies to Coach Cole Vivian for reading the name backwards during the starting lineups. Coach Vivian is a 2008 graduate of Wisconsin Stevens Point. Right now he's awaiting an officials conference to figure out possession of the basketball, and it will be Yellow Jacket possession. Irwin inbounds the Wrestler. Wrestler looking for Hensel. Hensel already started cutting back doors, so Wrestler had to go into the corner to Valent. Valent puts it on the deck, swings it out to Reagan Schill. 9 on the shot clock. Schill gets a screen from Valent, drives with the right hand, and a layup won't go, but she'll have 2 coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Reagan Schill, 9 of 14 on the season at the free throw line, 64.3%. Schill's first attempt is off the mark. Yellow Jackets still in search of their first point. They trail it 2-0. Just over a minute gone in this first quarter. Schill's second attempt up, and it's good. The Yellow Jackets trail 2-1. 8:58 to go here in this first quarter. Cecil running point. Swings it over to Croft left side. Now to Tolson on the wing. Tolson dribbles back between the circles. It's poked away by Schill. Picked up by Wrestler. Wrestler has it poked away, but Hensel's there to keep possession for the Yellow Jackets. She'll hand it to Wrestler. Wrestler swings it left wing to Irwin. Irwin back to Wrestler on the left wing. She'll fire up a 3. Rattles in and out. Valent giving pursuit to the rebound. It's pulled in by Levering. She outlets it to Tolson. Tolson to the line, to the lane. Pulls up from 14, and it rattles out. Rebound put back by Croft. No good, but she'll have 2 coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Croft 11 of 18 at the free throw line this season, 61.1%. Bella Valent picks up the foul. It's her first. Kira Philpott will check in for the Yellow Jackets. The Pioneers will send out Olivia Gribble and Erin Hahn. Gribble and Hahn had started every game up until today. Croft's second attempt is also off the mark. She missed them both. Devin Hefner is also back into the lineup for the Pioneers. She came off the bench today as well after starting the first 18 games of the season. Wrestler swings it left side to Schill. Over to the left wing to Hensel. Hensel backs it out. Over to Wrestler between the circles. Now to Irwin for 3. Got it! Yellow Jackets go in front 4-2 with 7:53 to go in the quarter. Hefner swings it to Croft. Now to Tolson, back to Croft. It's stolen away by Wrestler. Wrestler working around Tolson. Gets it to Philpott. Philpott puts it on the deck, goes up off glass. Count it! She'll have 1 more coming from the line as she was fouled by Gribble. Alyssa Miller checks in, as does Izzy Andrews. Reagan Schill and Kaylee Wrestler will take seats. Philpott's and 1 attempt off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Erin Hahn. She gives it to Hefner. Hefner over to Gribble. Gribble on the dribble drive. Pulls up from 14. Off back iron. Rebound to Alyssa Miller. She brings the ball up, then hands it to Izzy Andrews on the left wing. Over to Irwin on the right wing. Wide open for 3. Got it! Yellow Jackets in front, 9-2. 7:14 to go in the first quarter. Emily Irwin doesn't need much space to get her shot lifted. She had way more than enough on that one. Miller looked like she was going to get a block. Picked up a foul instead. It'll be a 2-shot foul. And it'll be Tolson going to the line to shoot 2. Tolson, a 62% free throw shooter, 28 of 45, and she has the first one rim out. Yellow Jackets in the midst of a 9-0 run. Marietta trying to cut into it. And they will, as Tolson splits the pair. And Hannah Schill has checked into the game. The 5'7" junior guard from Rootstown and Archbishop Hoban High School. Seeing her first action today. Irwin brings the ball into the front court. Sends it to Hensel left side. Back to Irwin on the right wing. Irwin gets a screen from Philpott. Loses a handle on it. Keeps possession. Sends it to Philpott. Reverses it left side to Hensel. Hensel out front to Irwin. Right side to Andrews. Andrews on the dribble drive to Miller with 4 on the shot clock. Miller spins, goes up with the left hand, no good. Philpott wrestles the ball away, gets the layup to go, but it's waved off because of a shot clock violation. Hefner bringing the ball into the front court. Dribbled off left side, now to the right. Gives it off to Gribble on the right wing. She'll try to drive into the lane and then throws it right between the legs of her teammate, Mackenzie Wilson, the 6-foot junior from Wapakoneta. And it goes out of bounds into the Yellow Jacket bench. Seeing her first action for the Yellow Jackets today, number 34, Sylvie Sonneman. She'll relieve Megan Hensel. Irwin walks the ball into the front court. Sends it right side to Andrews. Andrews out between the circles to Philpott. Back to the right wing to Miller. Miller puts it on the deck twice, hands it to Irwin. Irwin thought about a step back three, now swings it over to Andrews on the left wing. 10 on the shot clock for the Jackets. Andrews tries to drive, goes up for the reverse layup, left it short, rebound pulled in by the Pioneers. It's Wilson. Wilson across the timeline, over to Gribble left wing, now to Hefner. Hefner drives baseline, looking for an outlet. Finds Hannah Schill. Schill with the running jumper, no good. Philpott there for the board. Schill hand off to Emily Irwin. Irwin fires up a three, off back iron, rebound pulled down by Schill of the Pioneers. She'll send it over now. It's to Hefner, now to Wilson along the baseline. Back to Gribble on the right wing. Gribble with a jab step, creates some space over Sonneman to lift a shot, no good. Rebound pulled in by the Pioneers. Put back attempt by Hahn, no good. Philpott there for the board. She'll lead it into the front court. Working 2-on-3, now hands off to Izzy Andrews. Andrews with the driving right-handed layup, no good. Miller with the putback, up off glass, no good. Rebound Hahn for the Pioneers. Hefner taking her time into the front court. Swings a pass right wing to Gribble. Gribble over to Hahn. Hahn swings it left wing to Hefner. Out front to Wilson. Looking backdoor to Hahn. She gets the layup to go over Izzy Andrews. Yellow Jacket lead down to 4, 9-5 with 4:31 to go in the first quarter. Emily Irwin swings it to Izzy Andrews on the right wing. Andrews over to Irwin on the left wing for three, no good. Philpott chases down the board, but they're going to say she was the last to touch it before it went out of bounds. The Pioneers get possession. Wrestler, Valent, Schill, and Carolyn Wokley into the game for the Yellow Jackets. Wokley seeing her first action. Valent, Wrestler, and Schill all returning. Hahn, Gribble, and Hefner check out for the Pioneers. Allie Grake will check in and run point. Levering back. They'll join Wilson, Hannah Schill on the floor. 80 Hill is into the game, seeing her first action today. Wilson's jumper no good. Rebound pulled in by Valent, up to Wokley. Wokley into Valent in the mid post. She'll square up the hoop. Spin to her left, throw up a right-handed hook shot. Left it too strong. Rebound pulled down by Levering. She outlets it to Grake. Grake dribbles off to the left side, out to Levering out front. She'll reverse it right wing to Hill. Hill to Wilson. Wilson to Schill. Schill to Hill, and Hill will get the jumper to fall. We have a 2-point game. Jackets in front by 9-7 rather, with 3:22 to go in this first quarter. Wokley left side to Sonneman. Eyes up at three, then tries to drive. Goes up with the right hand, up off glass, and good. 11-7, Jackets in front. Grake swings it right wing to Levering. Out front to Wilson. Over to Hill on the left wing. She'll try to drive, and a foul is whistled against the Yellow Jackets. It'll go against Sonneman. That's her first. It's the second on the Jackets. Cummings and Tolson have checked back into the game for the Pioneers. Megan Hensel will check in and relieve Sylvie Sonneman. Levering the inbound. She does so to Grake. Grake dribbles off right side. Out front to Hill for three. No good. Left at front rim. Hensel there for the board. She'll dribble off to the left wing. Hand off to Carolyn Wokley. Clear out, then go to the corner for three. On the way. No good. Off back iron. Tolson there for the board. She'll dribble off to the right wing. Throw it over to Hill. Now into the post it goes to Cummings. Her shot is too strong. Rebound pulled in by Hensel. Hensel hands off to Wokley. Wokley back to Hensel in the corner. Into Wrestler now in the post. Wrestler is thrown to the deck. And that is a foul on the Pioneers. It'll go against Adie Hill, the 5'9" sophomore from Marietta. Izzy Andrews into the game. Carolyn Wokley will check out for the Yellow Jackets. Andrews gets the signal from Coach Hare as to what inbound play to call. And she gets the ball from the official. Jackets taking a lot of time. She gets it into Megan Hensel in just the nick of time. Hensel swings it between the circles to Andrews. Now over to Wrestler right wing. Into Valen in the post. She'll square up the hoop, try to drive baseline. Kick it into the corner. It's deflected out of bounds. Stays with the Yellow Jackets. 6 on the shot clock. Andrews inbounds it to Wrestler. Wrestler over to Schill on the right wing, and Schill draws the foul against Tolson. That's Tolson's first. That's the fourth on the Pioneers in this quarter. And the Yellow Jackets will inbound. It'll be Schill on the sideline who will do the honors. She does so to Andrews, 20 on the shot clock. Andrews backs it out between the circles, sends a pass left wing to Schill. Schill back to Andrews on the right side of the floor. Andrews trying to drive, spins in the lane, goes up off glass with the left hand and gets it to go. 13-7, Jackets in front, 1:38 to go in this first quarter. Hill with the basketball. And an offensive foul is called against the Pioneers. It's against Camille Cummings for an illegal screen. That's a turnover and the fifth foul against the Pioneers in this quarter. Olivia Gribble, Devin Hefner, and Aaron Hahn are back into the game for the Pioneers. Emily Irwin is back into the game for the Jackets. She'll relieve Megan Hensel, and Leah Riley will come into the game for her first action for the Yellow Jackets. Andrews on the right side of the floor between the circles with a pass to Wrestler. Wrestler looking backdoor. It's not there. She'll send it to Riley on the perimeter. 10 on the shot clock. Wrestler gets it on the wing, drives with the left hand, too strong, and rebound is controlled by Cummings. Cummings sends a pass to Hefner on the left wing. She'll give it to Gribble and clear out. Now over to Cummings into Hahn. Hahn trying to back down Wrestler. Wrestler giving her a bunch of fits. Hahn off the mark. Cummings with a second attempt. It's no good. Rebound pulled out by Bella Valent. And we're going to be walking to the other side of the court as Valent was fouled and Marietta is over the limit. It's Cummings' second foul of the game. And that'll bring Hannah Croft back off the bench. Alyssa Miller is back. She'll replace Kaylee Ressler. Kara Philpott at the scorer's table for the Yellow Jackets. She'll replace Bella Valent. Valent, the Yellow Jackets' second leading scorer at 10.5 per game. She's a 65.8% free throw shooter, 50 of 76. You can make it 51 of 77 now. She looks to complete the pair. She raises up and hits. That'll give the Yellow Jackets a 15-7 advantage with 47.9 seconds to go in this first quarter. Hefner across the timeline, sends it over to Hahn on the right side, back to Hefner. Into the post to Croft. Croft backing down Philpott, goes up for the right-handed layup and gets it to go. Miller inbounds to Irwin. Irwin jogs the ball into the front court. Over to Miller on the left side. Miller onto the right wing with a pass to Irwin. Irwin will back it out between the circles. Jackets can't use it all. About a 2-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Irwin content to use as much as she can of this clock. She'll try to drive. Thought about a step back three. Slammed on the brakes, then hit the gas once again. Throws up a runner. No good. And Marietta dribbles out the first quarter clock. That brings us to the end of the first quarter, where the Yellow Jackets enjoy a 15-9 advantage over the Marietta Pioneers. While we have this break in the action, want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. Out of the quarter break, the Yellow Jackets will send Riley, Irwin, Andrews, Hensel, and Philpott onto the floor. Marietta counters with Schill, Hefner, Gribble, Hahn, and Croft. Irwin takes the inbound pass from Hensel. Swings it back to Andrews on the left wing. Andrews out to Irwin on the right side of the floor. Looking for a cutter. It's not there. She'll send it to Andrews. Andrews drove, had the baseline shut off. It'll be reversed all the way over to Megan Hensel in the right corner. In to Kira Philpott. 8 on the shot clock. Philpott backing down Croft. Goes up off glass with the right hand. Too strong. Hahn there for the board. She outlets it to Hefner. Hefner quickly into the front court. Over to Gribble. Gribble pulls up from 18 off the back iron. Hahn there for the board. She spins and she gets whistled for the travel as Philpott, I think, caught her off guard when Hahn tried to spin. Philpott moved right with her and was able to prevent her from lifting a shot initially, forcing the travel. Emily Irwin into the front court. Over to Andrews on the left side of the floor. Now over to Leah Riley. Leah Riley out front to Megan Hensel. Hensel on the drive. Hensel goes up with the runner off the side of the backboard. Hahn there for the board. She sends it over to Schill. Schill over to Hefner on the left wing. She'll try the dribble drive. Goes up off glass. It's good. Jacket lead down to 4. 15-11 with 8:48 to go in the second quarter. Hensel with the basketball. She'll send a pass over to the left side to Riley. Riley gets back to the top of the key, then sends it left wing to Irwin. Irwin skips it over to Andrews on the right wing. She thought about a three, then gave it back to Irwin between the circles. 8 on the shot clock. Irwin trying to drive. That's shut off. Andrews will hoist from 3 this time off back iron. Rebound pulled down by Hannah Schill. Schill pushes the pace up the left side of the floor, looking backdoor to Croft, and it's out of bounds. Off of the Yellow Jackets, says the one official. Sonneman, Schill, and Valent back for the Yellow Jackets. Andrews, Riley, and Philpott out. Marietta even thought that was off of them. They started running down to the defensive side of the court. But the official said no, it was last touched by the Yellow Jackets. It'll be a point, or rather a possession for the Pioneers. Entry pass into Hahn, working against Sonneman. Too strong on the shot. Croft with the putback, too strong as well. Croft trying to battle for the board. It gets kicked out to Schill into the corner to Hefner, and her 2-point shot is up and good. It's a 2-point Yellow Jacket lead now, 15-13 with 7:50 to go in this first half. Hensel on the right wing. Skips it to Valent, now to Sonneman on the left wing. Sonneman tries to drive into the lane. Gets that shut off. She has to find something. She finds Megan Hensel. Hensel skips it over to Valent on the right wing. Valent on the drive with 7 on the shot clock. Goes up with the left hand, and it goes out of bounds off the Pioneers. Wrestler will check back in for the Yellow Jackets. Wilson will check back in for the Pioneers. Croft checks out, and Megan Hensel check out, respectively. Irwin to inbound, 3 on the shot clock. She finds Wrestler. Wrestler throws up a runner off the side of the rim, and it's pulled down by Schill. Schill of the Pioneers sends it over to Hefner. Deep jumper on the way, off front iron. Rebound, Kaylee Wrestler. Wrestler dribbles it into the front court herself. She'll dribble off to the left side, get to the lane, has it shut off, kicks it out to Irwin for 3. Off the side of the rim, and rebound goes out of bounds off the Yellow Jackets. It's a point, or rather a possession for the Pioneers. Kelly Levering, Paige Tolson, and Allie Drake come back into the game for the Pioneers. Carolyn Wokley and Reagan Schill check back in for the Yellow Jackets. Drake running point. She'll dribble off right side, and she is pressured heavily by Wokley before giving the ball to Paige Tolson. Tolson working against Schill, sends it back to Drake on the right side, looking backdoor to Wilson, and Wilson is hit with the charge. Reagan Schill stepped up and took it, and she hit the ground hard. She took a second to collect herself before hustling down the floor, and she'll be spelled by Izzy Andrews. Kaylee Wrestler inbounds it to Izzy Andrews. Andrews back to Wrestler on the left side of the floor. Back to Andrews right side. Out front to Wokley. She'll reverse it over to left wing to Sonneman. Sonneman trying to drive baseline. Gets that shut off into the corner to Wrestler for 3. Got it! Yellow Jackets take a 5-point lead, 18-13 with 6:15 to go here in this second quarter. Wilson out front between the circles, sends it over to Drake. Drake into the corner to Gribble. Gribble on the dribble drive, sends it over, and now it gets reversed to Drake, and her 3-point shot goes off the rim and out of bounds. Yellow Jacket ball. Addie Hill checks back into the game for the Pioneers. Gribble will check out. Wokley takes a pass from Andrews on the left wing, then sends it right wing to Sonneman. Sonneman on the dribble drive. Kicks it out to Wokley on the left wing. 12 on the shot clock. Wokley fakes a handoff to Andrews, dribbles off right side. Now drives to the lane, spins, goes up off glass, and it's good! 20-13. Jackets in front by 7. 5:25 to go in the quarter. Levering, hands off to Hill. Hill over to Wilson. Now over to Drake. Drake looking for Tolson and throws it right into the Yellow Jacket bench. That's a turnover for the Pioneers. The Jackets get possession. Philpott back in for Valent, and seeing her first action today is 5'8" freshman guard from Cincinnati, Archbishop McNicholas. Number 21, Casey Badalak. Wokley on the right wing. Skips it over to Ressler for three from the left wing. Off back iron, rebound pulled in by Levering. She hands off to Tolson. Tolson quickly into the front court at the top of the key. Sends a pass left side to Hill. Hill on the dribble drive against Andrews. Goes up with the right-handed runner. No good. Rebound pulled in by the Pioneers. Tolson for three from the left wing. Off back iron. Philpott and Ressler go for the board. And Philpott has one of the Pioneers land right on her heavily braced left knee. Looked like it got twisted inside, or rather from left to right, I should say. And Philpott was slow to get up, but stays in the game. Cummings takes the inbound pass, gives it to Tolson at the top of the key. Tolson on the dribble drive, finds some space working against Andrews. Too strong on the layup attempt. Pioneers again with an offensive rebound. Gets out to Greg for three, no good. Rebound hustled after and controlled by Tolson. And Wokley will commit a foul, probably as much out of frustration as anything else, as the Yellow Jackets gave up 3 offensive rebounds on that possession. Reagan Schill will come back into the game. Carolyn Wokley will check out. The Pioneers send out Hefner and Hannah Schill. Kelly Levering will inbound the basketball. Does so to Hefner. Now over to Cummings from 16 feet. No good. Reagan Schill there for the board. Schill will jog it into the front court for the Yellow Jackets. They lead it by 7 with 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Schill backs it out between the circles, sends a pass over to Badalak on the left side. Now to Andrews on the right side of the floor. Andrews gets a screen from Ressler, gets around it, drives to the left of the lane, gets into the lane, pump fakes, goes up off glass, no good. Rebound hustled after and controlled by the Pioneers. Cummings with the basketball now. Looking for the handoff to Hefner. Hefner on the dribble drive. Finds Kelly Levering backdoor. Wide open for the layup. Jacket lead down to 5. Reagan Schill over to Kaylee Ressler. Ressler on the dribble drive. Goes up off glass. Too strong. Philpott battles for the board. And it's controlled by Hefner. She'll push it up the floor. And she'll put an elbow right into Reagan Schill's midsection, and Schill's going to be the one that picks up a blocking foul. That's Schill's first. That's the second on the Jackets this quarter. Valent, Irwin, Hensel back for the Yellow Jackets. Philpott, Ressler, Andrews out for the Jackets. The Pioneers will spell Levering, Cummings, and Hill. And they'll send in Wilson, Gribble, and Hannah Schill. Hefner with the ball on the right side. She'll send a pass left wing to Schill. Into the post it goes to Hahn, who's back for the Pioneers as well. Now Gribble on a dribble drive, pulls up along the baseline, too strong. Rebound controlled by Valent. She'll outlet it to Badalak. Badalak gets it into the front court to the top of the key. Sends over to Irwin on the left wing. Thought about a three. Now she tries to drive, and she gets hammered going to the hoop. She'll get 2 coming from the line. Emily Irwin, the Yellow Jackets leading scorer, 10.6 points per game. She shoots 68.2% from the free throw line. Andrews and Riley back for the Jackets. Schill and Badalak will check out. Irwin gets the ball from the official, dribbles it twice, aims, fires, and too strong. It rattles out. Irwin's second attempt on the way, and it will rim in. I'll give the Jackets a 21-15 advantage with 2:34 to go in the half. Dribble with the basketball, right wing, draws a double team from the Jackets and throws it out of bounds into the Yellow Jacket bench. That's a turnover forced by the Yellow Jackets. Hensel inbounds to Irwin. Irwin jogs into the front court, sends it to Hensel right side. Hensel sends a pass to Valen on the left wing. Into the corner it goes to Andrews. Andrews dribbles out to their left wing, then out front to Leah Riley. She'll swing it over to Irwin on the left wing. 10 on the shot clock. Irwin sends a pass to Hensel on the right side. Into the high post to Valen. Valen with 4 on the shot clock. She tries to drive, goes up off glass, and gets the left-handed layup to go. Jackets in front by 8, 23-15, 1:50 to go in the half. Entry pass goes to Wilson, and her left-handed layup is good. That'll cut the deficit to 6. Irwin nearly run over by Hefner, no call. So Irwin dribbles it into the front court. Looking for somebody to outlet it to. Finds Megan Hensel over to Izzy Andrews, now to Leah Riley on the left wing. Riley sends it back to Emily Irwin at the top of the key. Back to Riley on the left wing, looking for that post entry pass. It's not there yet. She'll give it back to Irwin. 6 on the shot clock. Irwin thought about a step back 3. Now looking to hit a pull-up jumper, but she's whistled for a double dribble. That's a Jacket turnover. Reagan Schill comes back in. Emily Irwin will check out. And Hannah Schill back for the Pioneers. The inbound pass goes from Hahn to Hefner. Hefner sends a pass over to Schill on the right wing. Out front to Gribble for 3. Off front iron. Rebound pulled down by the Pioneers. Putback is no good, and Megan Hensel will come out of the scrum with the basketball. Under a minute to go in the half. Andrews pushing the pace for the Yellow Jackets. Dribbles to the mid-post. Looking for Hensel. Finds her near the top of the key. Over to the right wing. It goes to Schill. Schill over to Valen along the baseline. Valen drives against Wilson, and she draws a foul. That's the second foul on Wilson. That's the third on the Pioneers in the quarter. Andrews to inbound. And that's a 5-second violation by the Yellow Jackets. Kaylee Ressler will check in. Leah Riley will check out. Hahn inbounds to Hefner. 7-second differential between the shot and the game clocks. Hefner dribbles between the circles, sends a pass right side to Schill. Schill finds Wilson spinning in the lane, and it's too strong down to Megan Hensel. Jackets can use it all. The shot clock is off. Hensel outlets to Ressler, who dribbles it into the front court and sends a pass from the left side to the right side to Izzy Andrews. 10 seconds left in this first half. Andrews begins her charge towards the hoop. Drives baseline, goes up with the right hand, has it blocked by Aaron Hahn, but Marietta cannot get a shot lifted before the buzzer. The Yellow Jackets will take a 6-point advantage, 23-17 into the halftime break. Before we get into that break, want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. We're going to step aside for a break, and when we come back, we'll have second half action for you right here on BWYellowJackets.com. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ursprung Gymnasium inside the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. My name is Matt Florjancic and I'm on the call of today's game between the Marietta Pioneers and the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets, finishing up halftime right now, and the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets hold a 23-17 edge over the Pioneers. Leading the way for Baldwin Wallace in that first half, Emily Irwin had 7 points. She knocked down 2 of her 4 three-point attempts and had a steal in over 12 minutes of action. Bella Valent added 4 points and 3 rebounds, while Kaylee Ressler added 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And then Kira Philpott, Izzy Andrews, Sylvie Sonneman, and Carolyn Wokley also chipped in 2 points apiece. The Yellow Jackets shot 8 of 30 from the field in the first half, 26.7%. They were, however, 3 of 8 from three-point range, 37.5%, and 4 of 7 from the free throw line, 57.1%. Leading the way for the Pioneers with 4 points each, Hannah Croft and Devin Hefner, and then 2 points each for Kelly Levering, Erin Hahn, Mackenzie Wilson, and Addie Hill, and 1 point for Paige Tolson. The Pioneers shot 8 of 33, 24.2% from the field in the first half, 0 of 5 from three-point range, and 1 of 4 at the free throw line. The Pioneers will start possession of the second half, or start the second half with possession of the basketball, I should say. Cummings, Cecil, Tolson, Levering, and Croft on the floor for the Pioneers. That's their starting 5. The Jackets counter with their starting 5, Irwin, Schill, Hensel, Valent, and Ressler. Tolson on a drive, gets the layup to go, 23-19, Jacket lead down to 4. The Jackets going from left to right here in this second half. The Marietta Pioneers going from right to left. Valent along the baseline on the left side of the floor. She'll fake the handoff to Irwin, spin on the pivot foot, send it over to Ressler. Now to Schill, back to Hensel on the left side of the floor. Hensel lines up and sends a pass right wing to Ressler. Ressler gets to the lane, gets it poked away with 3 on the shot clock, throws up a fadeaway. It's off back iron, rebound out of bounds. Last touched by the Yellow Jackets. Possession to the Pioneers. Cecil into the front court. Over to Cummings on the right side, back to Cecil. She'll try to drive left to the lane. Emily Irwin prevents that. Levering with the basketball, puts it on the deck one time, then gives it to Cross. Over to Cecil. Cecil lobs it for Croft. It's knocked out of bounds by Schill. 7 on the shot clock for the Pioneers. Tolson lobs it to Croft from the free throw line. It rattles in. It's a 2-point game, 23-21, Jackets in front, 8:39 to go. Ressler with the ball left side of the floor. Over to Irwin on the right side. Irwin over to Valent in the right corner. Valent working against Croft. Looking to spin to her left, and she is immediately tied up by Croft. That's a jump ball. Possession favors the Yellow Jackets. Sylvie Sonneman is into the game for the Yellow Jackets. She'll check in for Megan Hensel. Jackets have 5 on the shot clock. Emily Irwin to inbound it. Does so to Valent. Valent is hit in the back by Croft. That's a foul. That's her the first on the Pioneers in this quarter, and it's first on Croft as well. So Emily Irwin will inbound now with 20 seconds on the shot clock instead of 5. And she lobs it into Sonneman at the high post. Sonneman trying to drive, kicks it out to Valent at the top of the key. Over to Schill. She'll dribble right side. Into the corner goes to Sonneman, on the way with a 3-ball. Got it! 26-21, Jackets in front by 5. 7:53 to go in the third quarter. Cummings with the basketball, sends it right wing to Tolson. Tolson into the post to Croft, and it's out of bounds off the Pioneers. They'll send Hefner, Hahn, and Gribble back onto the floor. Wrestler inbounds to Irwin. Irwin jogs into the front court. Sends it right wing to Sonneman. Sonneman puts it on the deck twice. Looking backdoor to Wrestler. It's stolen away by Aaron Hahn. She'll outlet it to Tolson. Tolson sends it over to Gribble on the left wing. Over to Hefner in the corner for three. Got it. 26-24. Jackets lead down to 2. 7:14 to go in this third quarter. Irwin passes between the circles to Wrestler. Swings it right wing to Sonneman. Sonneman on the dribble drive. Thought about going up with the right hand, and she is whistled for the travel. Wokley and Andrews back in for Schill and Irwin. Wilson and Hannah Schill into the game for Marietta. Hahn inbounds to Hefner. Sends it over to Hannah Schill. Into the post it goes to Wilson. Wilson looking for Hefner. Hefner gets it, looking for an outlet now. And she sends it out of bounds. She went right, Wilson went left, and it was last touched by the Pioneers. Alyssa Miller checks in. She'll relieve Kaylee Wrestler. Miller inbounds it to Andrews. Over to Philpott on the left wing. Philpott goes up with the right hand, has it blocked by Wilson. She collects the loose ball, sends it over to Hahn on the left side of the floor. Now to Gribble on the left wing, into the corner to Hefner. On a dribble drive, she gets bumped by two Jackets, no calls. Three-pointer on the way from Schill, got it! Marietta's in front, 27-26. Over the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. It's their first lead since the 9:04 mark of the first quarter. Wokley on the dribble drive, has it shut off. Outlets it to Sonneman at the top of the key. She'll try to drive, scoop shot, high off the glass with the right hand, and it's good. Jackets back in front, 28-27. Quickly the other way, Gribble for three. Got it. Pioneers back in front by 2, 30-28 with 5:42 to go in the third. And Coach Hare has seen enough. She burns a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, and she is getting her money's worth out of this 30-second timeout. As she addresses her team, she is not happy with the results that she has seen. And can't say as I blame her, as the Yellow Jackets have multiple opportunities to finish on the offensive end, and they're not getting back in transition and giving up some open looks, back-to-back threes for the Pioneers. While we have this break, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Bertuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria, Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. Miller was off the mark for the Yellow Jackets. The Pioneers got the ball. The Yellow Jackets led a wide open dribble drive from Hefner, and Hefner misses the layup. Wokley back the other way, and she draws the foul against one of the Pioneers. It's against Gribble. That'll be the second on the Pioneers in this quarter. And that'll be the second on Gribble. Miller and Andrews check out. Reagan Schill and Leah Riley back for the Yellow Jackets. Kelly Levering checks in to replace Aaron Hahn for the Pioneers. Riley going backdoor, catches the inbounds pass. She'll dribble out, send it over to Reagan Schill on the right side of the floor. Schill driving into the lane, goes up off glass, draws the foul against Levering. Schill will get 2 coming from the line. It's Levering's first, that's the third on the Pioneers in the quarter. Bella Valent replaces Kira Philpott. First attempt on the way, off back iron. It remains a 2-point Marietta lead, 30-28 with 4:54 to go in the third. Schill's second attempt on the way, and it rattles in. Jackets down by 1, 30-29. Hefner quickly the other way, sends it to Gribble on the left wing. Gribble trying to drive, it's shut off. She'll give it to Schill, Hannah Schill, that is. And it's nearly thrown away, but Hefner keeps it alive for the Pioneers. Into the corner to Levering. Out front to Gribble on the left wing. Gribble fires up a baseline jumper, got it. 32-29, Jackets trail by 3. Wokeley dribbles into the front court. Gets a screen from Hensel. Wokeley gets into the lane, tries to scoop shot it up through a defender, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Pioneers. Jackets will retain possession. Wokeley to inbound for the Yellow Jackets. And we have a foul on the floor. It's against Gribble. That's her third. That's the fourth on the Pioneers in the quarter. Wokeley will inbound once again. Wokeley lobs it into Bella Valent. Valent on the drive, goes up with the left hand, and it's off the mark. Rebound to Wilson. Wilson pushes it up the floor, sends it out front to Hefner for 3. Got it, 35-29. Pioneers lead the Yellow Jackets. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wokeley the other way, over to Hensel. Hensel into the high post to Valent. Valent throws a pass that's stolen away by Hefner. Hefner on the drive. She pulls up from 13 and rattles in a jumper. 8-point lead for the Pioneers, 37-29. And we have a timeout on the floor by the Yellow Jackets. It's a 30. While we have this break, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. The Oswald Company, risk and insurance leader since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. The Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Today's game is also being brought to you by Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow, and Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. Irwin, Wrestler, and Badalak check back in for the Yellow Jackets. Badalak on the left wing, looking for a screen from Valent. She'll try to drive, gets it sent away by Levering. She'll outlet it to Gribble. Gribble over to Hefner on the left wing. Hefner on the drive, goes all the way to the hoop, has it denied by Bella Valent. She came up with the block, and it's controlled by the Jackets. Irwin into the front court, between the circles now, dribbles off left side, left of the lane, and draws a foul against one of the Pioneers. Irwin will go to the line to shoot 2. It's Hannah Schill picking up the foul. That's her first. And Gribble, Hannah Schill, and Wilson check out. It'll be Tolson, Addie Hill, and Camille Cummings checking back into the game for the Pioneers. Irwin's first attempt on the way, on the mark. That cuts the deficit to 7, looking to make it a 6-point game if she can complete the pair. Second attempt on the way, good as well. Jackets down by 6, 37-31, 3:03 to go in the third. Hefner swings it over to Levering. Levering on the right side of the floor, back to Hefner on the left. Swings it over to Tolson on the left wing. Tolson working against Emily Irwin. Has it deflected by Badalak. She hits the deck, ties up one of the Pioneers. Possession arrow favors the Marietta Pioneers, but good hustle right there by Casey Badalak to get down on the deck and force the jump ball. Hefner to trigger the inbound pass, lobs it into Levering. 12 on the shot clock for the Pioneers. Tolson on the dribble drive, gets fouled by Emily Irwin. That's the Jackets' first of the quarter. And that's Irwin's first of the game. And they're going to give Paige Tolson 2 shots. There. Alec Johnson has checked in for the Yellow Jackets. It's her first action of the day. Tolson hits the front end of the 2-shot foul. 62.2% free throw shooter on the season, is good with the second one as well. Deficit back up to 8 for the Yellow Jackets. Sadie Arndt checking in, seeing her first action today as well. Wrestler with the ball between the circles, off to the left side, dribbles back to the middle of the floor, swings a pass to Arndt on the right wing. Arndt on a dribble drive, lobs it into the corner to Johnson. Pump fake on the 3. She'll pull up from 18. Off the rim and out of bounds. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets. Coach Hare up and walking the sideline, imploring her team to get a defensive stop. They've been outscored here in this third quarter, 22-8. Hefner with the ball. She'll drive baseline, and it's an offensive foul. Emily Irwin, hearing the advice of her coach, and steps up out of the restricted area to pick the foul, offensive foul up on Hefner. Hefner will check out, and Allie Grake will check back in for the Pioneers. Irwin jogs the ball into the front court. Offset to the left side, now dribbles back to the top of the key, swings it left side to Wrestler. Wrestler out front to Sadie Arndt. Arndt puts it on the deck twice, gives it to Badalak, raises up for 3, no good. Arndt hustles after the board and keeps the possession alive for the Yellow Jackets. Irwin on the dribble drive, pulls up from 13, got it! 39-33, Jackets within 6, 1:38 to go in the third quarter. Kelly Levering, hands off to Hill. Hill on the drive, kicks it over to Grake. Grake on the dribble drive with the left hand, too strong. Rebound, Casey Badalak. She comes out of the pile with it, 2-on-2. She pulls up, swings it to Alec Johnson, over to Wrestler on the left wing, back to Badalak on the right wing for 3. Off back iron. Rebound controlled by the Pioneers. It's Hill with the basketball. She swings it right wing to Tolson. Thought about a step back 3. Now Tolson going back doors, swings it to Cummings, has it blocked by Kaylee Wrestler, who then sends it over to Emily Irwin. Irwin into the front court, over to Arndt on the left wing, out front to Wrestler. 3-pointer on the way, off front of the rim, rebound to Addie Hill. Hill gives it to Grake. Grake walking into the front court, not in any kind of hurry. 16-second differential between the shot and the game clocks. Tolson with the ball on the left wing. She'll drive against Irwin. Throw it up, no good. Cummings there for the putback. Count it. She'll have one more coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. The Jackets doubled on the drive and left back door wide open, and they got burnt. Hensel, Sonneman, Andrews, and Valen in for Irwin, Johnson, Ressler, and Arndt. Hefner, Gribble, and Hahn back for the Pioneers. They'll replace Levering, Hill, and Grake. Free throw attempt on the way, off the side of the rim. The Yellow Jackets whistled for an infraction. That'll give Marietta another free throw attempt with a chance to take a 9-point lead. Free throw attempt on the way, good. So the Pioneers make the most of their second opportunity, and they take a 42-33 lead with 24.7 seconds left in this third quarter. Croft back into the game for the Pioneers. Jackets can play for the last shot. Andrews on the drive. Sends it out to Badalek on the left wing, into the mid post to Valent. Valent tries to drive, goes up, and draws the foul with 4 seconds left in this third quarter. It's Croft picking up her second foul. Marietta's over the limit. Reagan Schill into the game. She'll replace Casey Badalek. First attempt on the way, and it's good for Bella Valent. Second attempt rattles in as well. It's down to a 7-point Marietta lead. Hefner with the drive, pulls up with the runner, off the back of the rim. The Yellow Jackets trail going into the fourth quarter, 42-35. Welcome back, everyone, to Ursprung Gymnasium. Out of the quarter break, the Marietta Pioneers send out Hahn, Hefner, Croft, Gribble, and Hill. Hannah Schill. The Yellow Jackets will respond with Hensel, Andrews, Reagan Schill, Sylvie Sonneman, and Bella Valent. Andrews with the basketball out front to Valent. Schill drives to the right of the lane, goes up with the runner, left it short, rebound to Aaron Hahn. Hefner sends it left side to Gribble. Back out front to Hannah Schill. Schill tried to drive, picks up her dribble, sends it into Hahn, backing down Megan Hensel, and Hahn initiates the contact and is the beneficiary of the call as it goes against Megan Hensel, who was legitimately standing with her arms straight in the air. Erin Hahn goes to the line to shoot 2, where she is a 59.1% free throw shooter this season. She makes the first and the second. Jackets trail by 9, 44-35 with 9:16 to go in the fourth. Andrews dribbles off right side. Sends it over to Sonneman on the right wing. Sonneman dribbles to the left wing and has it knocked away. Or does she? One official said it was going to Marietta. One official says it was going to Baldwin Wallace. Emily Irwin and Kaylee Ressler check in. Sonneman and Andrews check out. Irwin inbounds to Hensel, left wing, into Valen in the post. She's trying to back down Croft, draws a foul on the floor. It's against Croft. That's her third. That's the first on the Pioneers this quarter. Emily Irwin on the left wing. Looking for Megan Hensel. Hensel started to cut, so she'll send it to Reagan Schill, left wing, into Valent. Valent working against Croft. Goes up with the right hand. Not enough behind it. Hefner there for the board. Hefner sends it over to Hannah Schill. Now over to Gribble on the right wing. It's batted away by Bella Valent into Megan Hensel. Hensel let the lead pass go a little bit too far, and it was just out of the reach of Bella Valent. It was a 4-on-2 break. The Yellow Jackets just threw it away. Sadie Arndt will check in for Megan Hensel. Philpott is back for Bella Valent. Hefner jogs the ball into the front court and nearly traveled with it, picking up her dribble and gives it to Hahn. Now inside to Croft. Croft gets the layup to go, 46-35. Jackets down by 11 with 8 minutes to go here. They need to find some offense. Irwin on the drive, goes up off glass, no good. But she'll have 2 coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Alec Johnson in for the Yellow Jackets. She'll relieve Reagan Schill. Wilson in for the Pioneers. Croft will take a break. Emily Irwin will shoot 2. And off back Iron with the first. The Yellow Jackets, after leading 15-9 after the first, they played even 8-8 against Marietta in that second quarter. They were outscored 25-12 in that third quarter and 4-1 so far here in this fourth quarter. It's a 10-point Marietta lead, 46-36. Hannah Schill on a drive, not strong enough on the layup. It's pulled down by Sadie Arndt. Arndt hands off to Irwin. Irwin over to Alec Johnson on the left wing. Johnson sends it over to Ressler on the left wing now. Ressler kicks it out to Philpott. Right wing to Irwin. Backdoor to Philpott is batted out of bounds by the Pioneers with 6 on the shot clock. Emily Irwin to inbound the basketball for the Yellow Jackets. She lobs it into Sadie Arndt. Arndt loses a handle on it, keeps possession over to Johnson. 3 on the shot clock. Johnson fires up a deep 3 off back iron. Rebound pulled in by Ressler. She'll go up for the layup. Just off the mark, but she'll get 2 coming from the line. Looking like she was going to line up an and 1, but fell on the wrong side of the rim. Casey Badalak checks in for the Yellow Jackets. She'll relieve Kira Philpott. Ressler's first is up and good. Ressler, an 89.8% free throw shooter on the season. She's now 54 of 60. 55 of 61 as she completes the pair and makes it a single-digit deficit. Jackets trail 46-38. 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Hefner swings it over right wing. Jackets trap and nearly get a steal. Now they're trapping near half court. Wilson will draw the foul against Emily Irwin. Wilson's the one that raised her elbow, but the official on the sideline saw things a little bit differently. And Marietta will inbound the basketball in front of their own bench. It'll be Aaron Hahn to trigger the inbound pass to Hefner. Hefner between the circles over to Gribble, who raises up for 3. And they're going to give Gribble 3 free throws. They're going to call the foul on Alec Johnson and give Olivia Gribble 3 free throws. Hefner checks out. Tolson checks in. Riley checks in for the Yellow Jackets. Irwin checks out. Hahn also checks out for the Pioneers. And Levering is back for Marietta. Gribble hits the first of 3. She's a 72% free throw shooter. That was her first attempt of the game. Misses the second. And rattles in the third. It's a 10-point lead again, 48-38 with 6:47 to go. And Addie Hill has checked back into the game for the Pioneers. Riley running point for the Yellow Jackets. She'll send a pass over to Badalak on the left wing. Out to Reagan Schill out top, checked by Kelly Levering. Over to Badalak on the right wing. Badalak has it stripped. She hits the deck, keeps the possession alive, but then throws it right to Tolson. Tolson outlets it now to Hill. Hill on the dribble drive. Kicks it out to Wilson, who hands off to Tolson. Tolson between the circles. Working against Reagan Schill into the corner now into Wilson along the baseline. Wilson loses a handle on it. It's kept alive by Hill. 10 on the shot clock. She'll skip it over to Hannah Schill from 17. Rattles out. Rebound pulled down by Leah Riley. Riley pushes it into the front court. 2 on 3. Goes up with a left-handed layup. Gets it to go. 48-40. Jackets cut the deficit to 8 with 5:45 to play. Tolson over to Hannah Schill on the right wing. Hannah Schill dribbles at the top of the key, sends it right wing to Tolson. Tolson on the dribble drive. Goes up with the right-handed layup and gets it to go. The 2 players bodied her up. She lost the handle on the basketball. Got possession back, turned around. No Jacket within 3 feet of her. Badalak sends it to Ressler on the right wing for 3, and it gets stuck between the rim and the backboard. That's about how the day has gone for the Yellow Jackets. They are shooting 26.1% from the field, 12 of 46. They are 4 of 13 from three-point range, 30.8%. Marietta not shooting it a whole heck of a lot better, but still better than the Yellow Jackets as they are hitting on 36.5% of their shots, 19 of 52 and 4 of 9 from three-point range, 44.4%. Hannah Schill sends it over to Addie Hill. Hill dribbles at the top of the key, pulls up for a three, off back iron, rebound, out of bounds. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets, says the official on the baseline. Now we're going to have a conference, or are we not? Just to set the shot clock back to 20. And Hannah Schill will catch an inbound pass. Now working against Hensel. Has it denied. It's sent out of bounds by Megan Hensel. Izzy Andrews back for the Yellow Jackets. Kaylee Ressler will check out. Tolson lobs it into Addie Hill on the dribble drive. And she's going to draw the foul against Reagan Schill and go to the line to shoot two. Front end of the two-shot foul off the mark from Hill. Second attempt on the way, and it's good. 51-40, Jackets down by 11. Past the midway point of this fourth quarter. Emily Irwin dribbles at the top of the key. Over to Izzy Andrews on the left wing. Andrews drives at the top of the key, sends it right wing to Irwin. Leah Riley thought about a three. May have gotten away with a double dribble there. Gets entered inside to Valent. Valent goes up in traffic, misses a shot, and it's rebounded by the Pioneers. It's Cummings grabbing the basketball. Tolson on the drive. Draws a foul 14 feet from the basket off of Leah Riley. That's her first. That's a fifth on the Yellow Jackets. Coach Hare is not happy with the official, and she's letting him know about it. And not much is resolved from that conversation, though. Tolson will go to the line to shoot two. Ressler back in for the Yellow Jackets to relieve Izzy Andrews. First attempt on the way, off back iron, no good. Second attempt on the way, it's good. 52-40, Jackets trail by 12. Emily Irwin catches the inbound pass from Ressler. Jackets starting five on the floor. Passes to Reagan Schill on the left wing. Schill on a dribble drive, kicks it out to Irwin. Into Bella Valent on the right wing for three. And it gets stuck between the backboard and the rim once again. That's two three-pointers that have done that for the Yellow Jackets tonight. First Kaylee Ressler earlier in this fourth quarter, and now Bella Valent. And possession arrow favors the Yellow Jackets. Irwin inbounds to Hensel. Hensel's immediately fouled by Paige Tolson, who shakes her head like she doesn't understand the call. It was her second. That's the fourth on the Pioneers this quarter. Olivia Gribble checks in. She'll replace Addie Hill. Emily Irwin inbounds to Kaylee Ressler. Out front to Reagan Schill from the top of the key for three. Got it! That cuts the deficit to 9. 52-43. Jackets trail the Pioneers. Tolson catches the inbounds pass. She gets it across the timeline. Sends it right wing to Hahn. Looking backdoor to Croft. Layup is good. 54-43. Pioneers back in front by 11 with 3:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Emily Irwin at the top of the key. Sends it over to Reagan Schill on the left wing. And we have a foul on the floor. It's against Croft. And Croft will have to enjoy the rest of this game from the bench, as that was her fifth foul. That's the fifth on the Pioneers as well. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout by the Yellow Jackets. While we have this opportunity, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The Yellow Jackets trail the Pioneers 54-43, and they'll send out Miller, Valent, Ressler, Irwin, and Schill. Marietta counters with Hahn, Hefner, Gribble, Tolson, and Wilson. Valent to shoot two. First shot up, and it's good. Jackets have a lot of ground to make up, but hitting free throws is a good place to start. Great chance to cut into the deficit without the clock moving, and as I say that, Bella Valent is short with the second of the two free throws, and it is pulled down by the Pioneers. Hefner walks into the front court, sends a pass right wing to Tolson. She'll get a screen from Wilson, working against Emily Irwin. Tolson is whistled for a travel. Could have been a double dribble. But either way, it's a turnover, and the Yellow Jackets get the basketball. Sadie Arndt in, Bella Valent out, Megan Hensel in, Alyssa Miller out. Leah Riley checks in for the Yellow Jackets and replaces Reagan Schill. Casey Badalak will check in as well, and she'll relieve Sadie Arndt. Irwin and Ressler, the only two Yellow Jackets to remain on the floor. Irwin at the top of the key. Sends it right wing to Riley. Riley looking inside to Badalak, out front to Irwin. She'll reverse it to Ressler on the left wing. Ressler on the drive, gets stripped on the way up. It's out of bounds off the Pioneers. 12 seconds left on the shot clock, 2:16 to go here in the fourth quarter. Irwin to inbound. She will to Hensel. Hensel on the left wing. Fires up a three. Got it! 54-47. Jackets within 7 as we approach the 2-minute mark. Hefner to Hahn. Hahn gets around pressure from Hensel. It's a 3-on-1 break the other way. Marietta is content to pull it out and burn some clock. It's Hefner between the circles. She's working against Hensel. Over to Hannah Schill. Lob pass is batted out of bounds by Kaylee Ressler. Possession favors the Pioneers. Hefner to inbound. And we have a timeout on the floor by the Pioneers. It's a 30-second timeout while we have this break in the action. I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow, and Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. Hefner hounded by two Jackets. It's Irwin taking it away. Gives it to Ressler. Ressler up the floor, back to Irwin. Into the corner to Hensel for three. Off the rim, it's rebounded by Miller. Miller kicks it out to Hensel, over to Irwin for three. Off back iron, rebound, kicked out and controlled by Irwin. She scoops it up to Miller. It's pulled away by Hannah Schill, and she'll draw the foul against Kaylee Ressler. Jackets had two really good looks from three-point range and couldn't get them to fall. Miller will check out. Badalek back for the Jackets. Hannah Schill will walk to the line. She's off back iron with the first. Hannah Schill, a 55% free throw shooter, 22 of 40 this season. Second attempt on the way, and it's off back iron as well. Rebound, tipped out of bounds by the Pioneers, or the official on the baseline said it was off of the Yellow Jackets. Looked like Aaron Hahn was the last to touch it. One of the Yellow Jackets must have got a hand in on it and poked it out of bounds. Hefner will inbound the basketball. Badalek will check out. Miller will check back in for the Yellow Jackets. She lobs it into Wilson, swings it over to Hahn. Hahn over to Hefner. Now to Gribble, and Gribble nearly throws it away. Wilson will track it down. Gribble hands off to Hefner. 4 on the shot clock, 3 on the shot clock. Wilson hoists from the left wing, and she hit it. 57-47. Under a minute to go now. Irwin out front, over to Hensel. Hensel fires up a deep three. Hits off the glass, then off the rim. Rebound pulled down by the Pioneers, and Hahn will be fouled. The Marietta Pioneers have lost 4 games in conference play, but they have won one of the biggest games of the season against Ohio Northern at home last Saturday, and they're about to pull off a major upset here against the number 8 team in the country, the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Hahn off the mark with the first of 2. Hahn's second attempt up, off back iron as well. Rebound pulled down by Megan Hensel. Hensel dribbles it into the front court and has it poked away into the hands of Hefner. Hefner will be fouled by Leah Riley. And down by 10 points with 29.8 seconds left. Looks pretty bleak for the Yellow Jackets. Hefner's first attempt up, and it's good. Jackets trail by 11. Second attempt on the way, good as well. Marietta 59, Baldwin Wallace 47. Timeout on the floor for Marietta. Up 12, under 30 seconds to go. Coach Vivian decides to burn a timeout while we have this break. Want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leader since 1893. Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. Hensel, Riley, Badalak, Irwin, and Ressler on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Riley to inbound the ball. The Pioneers send out Hahn, Wilson, Hill, Schill, and Hefner. Riley inbounds to Irwin. Irwin over to Badalak. Pump fakes on the three. She'll drive. Go up off glass with the left hand. Misses the layup. And a rebound is pulled down by Hahn. She'll outlet it to Schill, then get it back to Hefner. Hefner back to Hahn. Hahn has it stolen away. Badalak comes up with the ball, and Badalak is wrapped up and fouled by Hahn. Pioneers over the limit. Badalak will go to the line to shoot two. Badalak's first up, and it's good. Jackets trail by 11. Under 10 seconds to go in this one. Second attempt on the way. Good as well. 59-49, Jackets trail. Hefner catches the inbound pass, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Yellow Jackets, says the official on the sideline. It's inbounded to Wilson, and Wilson will dribble out the last few seconds of the clock, and for the second time in 8 days, the Marietta Pioneers upset a top 25 team as they come into Ursprung Gymnasium and hand the 8th-ranked Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets a 59-49 loss. Just the second loss of the season for the Yellow Jackets. They drop to 17-2 overall, 10-2 in Ohio Athletic Conference play, and 9-1 here at Ursprung Gymnasium. The Marietta Pioneers improved to 13-6 overall, 8-4 in conference play, and 6-3 away from the Van Johnson Arena. Taking a look at some final statistics, the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets 14 of 55 from the field, 25.5%, 6 of 20 from three-point range, 30%, and 15 of 21, 71.4% from the free throw line. Marietta 21 of 56, 37.5% from the field, 5 of 11 from three-point range, 45.5%, and 12 of 22, 54.5% from the free throw line. The Yellow Jackets forced 16 turnovers and committed just 10 of their own and had a 14-9 advantage in points off turnovers. Total rebounds is where this game was lost. Marietta out-rebounded the Yellow Jackets 51-29. 17-8 on the offensive end, 34-21 on the defensive end. Marietta had 13 assists to just 6 for the Yellow Jackets. Blocks, Marietta had 4, the Yellow Jackets had 3. BW had 6 steals to 5 for Marietta. Marietta also committed 21 fouls while the Jackets committed 16. And if rebounding wasn't the biggest part of it, bench scoring was. The Yellow Jacket bench outscored 36-17. They were outscored 9-5 in second chance points, 26-16 in the paint, and 7-6 on the fast break. Leading the way for the Pioneers with 11 points, it was Devin Hefner. Hannah Croft added 10. Paige Tolson had 8. Olivia Gribble and Erin Hahn had 7 each. Mackenzie Wilson had 5. Camille Cummings, Hannah Schill, Addie Hill each had 3. Kelly Levering had 2. Allie Grake had 2 rebounds, and Madison Cecil committed 1 foul. Leading the way for the Yellow Jackets, just 1 in double figures tonight. Emily Irwin had 12 on 3 of 9 shooting, including a 2 of 5 mark from three-point range and a 4 of 6 mark at the free throw line. She added 1 rebound and had 2 fouls. Bella Valent had 7 points and 3 rebounds. 5 of those 7 points came at the free throw line, where she was 5 of 6. Sylvie Sonneman added 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting, including a three-pointer. She also handed out 1 assist. Reagan Schill had 5 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. Kaylee Ressler had 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Megan Hensel finished with 3 points and 3 rebounds, while Carolyn Wolkley, Leah Riley, Casey Badalak, Izzy Andrews, and Kara Philpott each had 2 points for the Yellow Jackets. Alec Johnson had 1 foul, while Sadie Arndt had 1 rebound, and Alyssa Miller had 3 rebounds and a foul. Once again, the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jacket women's basketball team falls to the Marietta College Pioneers 59-49 here at Ursprung Gymnasium. For everyone at Baldwin Wallace University, thanks for listening and watching on BWYellowJackets.com. I'm Matt Florjancic saying have a great night, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.